Did it right. Hello, hello. Good evening. I thought I'd go live for a light chit chat, some tidbits of information, and building an online business is challenging, but worth it. I meant to add that underneath the description. I thought I had everything done, but that's the way it is. I hope everyone's doing good tonight. Thank you for joining in, whoever you are. I'm sure people will watch it later on. There's a lot going on tonight online. But that's a good thing. That means everyone's engaged, everyone is interested, and that's what matters. I thought I had, you know what? I'll share it on my community tab, just like with the other ones. I watched this very good, motivating video today. It's a YouTube channel that I watch. Andre Jake. And he interviewed Stephen Graham. And I have to watch it again. It's a great video. Very interesting, motivational. It makes you hang in there for the stamina. Did I do this right? There we go. Let's see what happens. It's on my community tab. Or they're going to make me write something. Check out the motivational video. I really am trying to learn the iPad. I did the premiere. I believe it was a premiere, and it stayed. What I did was I deleted YouTube and YouTube Studio apps off my iPad and off my iPhone, and I reinstalled them, and it seemed to work properly. You have to do stuff like that in between throughout the course of the year. Like you have to shut off your devices. Sometimes you have to. I did that a lot. I did that with iView It last week. I did that with Merchandiser. What was the other one? iView and Get Upside. Get Upside's turning into some stream of income, guys. I'm really happy that I just keep pushing forward with that. See, it went up a little bit. Like 40 cents here, 80 cents there, $2 here, $2 there. It adds up, but it's every day. I have 202 indirect referrals. I can't wait till the day that this app generates $10+ a day in residual income. That would be incredible. Hello, Stephanie Stone. Thank you for joining in. Arnetta, if you're into websites, guys, I did some very good work today. One of a topic to really teach you what's going on online. I just uploaded it. It took like 40 minutes to upload. It must be YouTube is always working on that platform. Sometimes it takes like 3 minutes from my desktop. Sometimes it takes an hour. Amazon is making changes again. And if you want to watch that video, I have it listed on my community tab. I give you a real insight to what goes on when you build a business and how you must set yourself up for future changes. Because I'm watching people panic right now, and they're panicking because they never experienced it before. I'm very slow going building my websites, but I'm doing it right. So when I hit my 60s and when I hit my 70s, I'm not panicking. I just change things. So if you want to check out that video, Amazon making changes again, internet evolving fast. And it has something to do with the web changing, the browsers are changing. You might find this very interesting. It's just another way to generate streams of income. And then earlier today, I uploaded a video, Google AdSense and YouTube, disabling interest-based ads. Now, I spoke about that the other day. So this morning, when I got up, I said, let me check out if I could do that on AdSense. And there's an option, and I show how it's done. You sign into your AdSense account and you turn off the interest-based ads, targeted interest-based ads. I've already seen an increase to my clicks for YouTube. I mean, I'm someone who sat in front of the computer a lot the past 2 months. I don't usually sit in front of the computer the way I have been, but with the pandemic, and I really don't like the humidity, and my health wasn't the best, at least I was able to use my mind to be productive online and put stuff together for the future. I lost track. I'm browsing, and I did a lot of shopping online, and I'm uploading videos, and I'm working on the websites, and I'm doing a lot of research online. They just kept putting the same ads in front of me, and it got to a point where I just turned off the page, closed the tab, because I didn't want to see the ads anymore. I mean, how many times can you show me the same thing? And it annoyed me. And I said, I bet you that's why not only most YouTube creators that were just hovering over the minimum payout every month saw a decrease in their YouTube earnings. I said, I bet you that has a lot to do with it. So I turned off the targeted interest-based ads in my AdSense account and in my YouTube account and the third-party companies that AdSense uses to, they're in the business of placing ads, AdSense for content. So if you want to watch that, you want to learn something, I feel it's already making a difference. Check out my community tab. Yeah, thank you. I haven't seen your name in a long time. There's going to come a time I won't have to do this as much, but this summer is about, starting over, gutting out my world. I did a lot of work at home, a lot of work. And that's when I started watching those videos, Andre Jink. I have to watch it again. Grubhub was awful today. Really? $6 offers from Grubhub. That is pretty awful. I last weekend, Friday and Saturday, I worked for a little while, the food delivery gigs. And it was the worst 2 days I've had in 3 years. I was like, why am I even out here? I should just go home. I'm getting angry. I don't want to work late at night anymore. I did that, and when they were paying, it was worth it. It was a choice, and it was worth it. You worked less hours, you earned more money. Right now, it's nasty out there in my market. It just, even if you're hustling and you keep the apps on for 12 hours, you're not making the same money you did a year ago, 6 months ago. You're just not, pre-pandemic in my area. You're just not. And if you are, you're working for free. And just like that last lady I saw at the Wendy's, not that it was my last card, but I had a feeling it was my last in-person marketing, promoting the Get Upside app and showing her about Stride. And she was so appreciative. I said, it's someone else's turn. They got to do what they got to do. She was older than me, too. And I don't believe she was someone who works on other things for streams of income. So it even makes it more, really? That's got to suck. Do you have more? Hello, so great to catch up with you. Oh, hello, Clay G. Yes, I haven't seen that name in a while either. Real nice to see you. Stephanie Stone. I'm really sorry about the $6 offers. That's like an Uber Eats good offer. Decent. Oh man. Very nice to see you, Clay G. Michelle, do you I'm not going to lie. I barely watch the news. I haven't even turned on real news. I watched Cheddar News in the morning twice last week. I've been listening to all the YouTube channels about what's going on with the economy because I just can't stomach listening about the pandemic anymore. And if I'm safe and my neighbors are safe and my immediate family's safe, you can't be responsible for everyone. I'm doing what they're requesting us to do. And when I shop, I wear a mask and I stay away from people. And that's what I've been doing really since June. That's why I've been online so much. That's why I've been going live so much. That's why I've been updating videos so much. I've been learning a lot this summer. When life's busy, you don't learn this kind of stuff. Not, it doesn't come easy for me. I really have to do it, read it, do it. Oh, I get it. It takes me a little while, but when I get it, I am the better worker. I'm sorry, Lisa. I have no friggin' clue. I just won't watch the news. I'm so grateful for the YouTube channels that I do watch about, you know, the unemployment and what's going on with everyone, the PUA, not just me, the FPUC, um, you know, the stimulus. Are they ever going to make a decision? I listened to a video a little while ago and he went on late and he doesn't go on this late because they can't make a decision. They're saying by next week they're shooting to have a middle ground and make a decision. Are you serious? What? And there are many senators and congressmen that are going on vacation on the 7th. It's going to be a mess. I think I listen to these channels, and since last week and the week before, at least half of them said, don't expect any money until the last week of August. And I think they're right. I did receive the unemployment, but not the FPUC. And I do receive the federal pandemic unemployment compensation. I don't receive the PUA, right, Share Lisa. I actually understand that now after living it and seeing it. And I opened up my account today. I said, I know what I'm receiving now. I really understand it. I wasn't 100% sure because it's confusing. But they're telling people to certify every week because I guess they're going to retro pay. It just sounds so crazy. Love the home repair. Well, I'm going to have a future one. I took a break. I really worked online because I know once I take a break, I'm going to walk away from the computer for a while. And I'm just going to create one or two shorter, better, to the point videos about what I'm doing on the other side of my apartment. And you guys are going to find it very interesting because it is interesting. And I'm going to do the last two closets, but I have a dressing room. And I'm going to tell you the story with that dressing room. And it's teaching people that, you know, you can do a lot yourself if you have the time, the patience, the craftiness. You really can do a lot. And today I did a lot of work in my place. I did a lot of little things while let me read you all this stuff first because it's just that kind of summer. I don't know what to say. Going to the doctor tomorrow. This is actually good. And this is a good day. I have an infection and when the humidity, it really rained today. It was windy to the point where my speakers flew off my end table and I had to close the window a little bit. It felt good to have the breeze and I kept the air on low and I opened up all the windows. I was like, oh, there's a breeze. It was a really bad storm here today, like a windstorm. Half our tree fell down, a few branches, like smaller branches, but big, small branches fell down over here. It was windy. And then the sun came out, and then it got gray and dark again. Just bizarre weather. Something came up on my phone saying Long Island was on the, maybe since you told me that, maybe I will listen to the news tomorrow morning. Thank you very much, Lisa. I just can't stomach it anymore. I'm tired of listening to the protesters getting away with damaging stuff. I just can't stomach it. I really can't. If it was more about the healthcare people, the essential people, what's going on in the hospitals, what's going on in like food stores, stuff like that, I would be more interested. But when you just keep giving all these people, airtime, and they're destroying stuff and they're getting away with it, and good people, you know, make a right on red and get a ticket, it makes me sick. Okay. I will listen to the news tomorrow since you just said that to me. I have left the food gigs behind. Really? No more food gigs. Are you doing any other gigs though? Like other jobs? There are a lot of apps out there. Are you doing any other jobs? Wow, no more gigging for you. Food delivery gigs. It came up on my phone today. Me neither. I'm not a fan of the news either. I miss it. I liked ending my day. I got into a very nice schedule at 11 o'clock, put on the news. Although now since I have YouTube TV, usually at 11:30, I would put on the 11 o'clock news. And I got into a nice schedule. I happen to like the news, but not in the past, especially the past few weeks. Maybe I watched it an hour. I can't stomach it. It's not the right kind of news. Wonder why that changed. That lighting, that's weird. Okay. Um, I'm on my iPad, so I'm going like this a lot because I have to keep it. I can't keep it idle too long, and then the chat disappears. I received the EIDL because of you telling me to apply. I worked my ass off Sunday. I did everything that man. Type in YouTube, Jason, EIDL. And I wrote a letter to the senators, and I also left a phone message, and I recorded a video. You can see that on my other YouTube channel, Internet Education 101 YouTube channel. You will find my other YouTube channels in the description below, the links to those channels. And his community, he has 1 million views. He's doing business with other YouTube channels. They are working really hard to get that bill into law, that the money gets sent to the SBA to fulfill the balance due to the people who expected $10,000. That would be incredible if we woke up a week or two from now with the balance due. I received $1,000, but that wasn't the way the law was written, and I expected 10 grand. I mean, they shouldn't say. I mean, they're getting investigated. They're getting questioned. They want to get rid of that woman Carranza. They want to hire someone else. It's a mess. So it's just a waiting game. Eventually, we'll have an answer, but it's not right. And big corporations, like huge companies, got big chunks of money. That was supposed to be for the little people, us, and small businesses, not for companies who get a bailout anyway. Other ways. Greed, greed, greed. We up here, we get more. You down here, you work hard, you get less. Nope, nope. So I'm following his lead. I like that guy, Jason. He's some piece of work. Rideshare Lisa, that guy, Jason, he grew up in upstate New York, and he worked on the stock market for 14 years. And now I think he's like 52, and now he lives in Florida. He's a Florida man. I guess he's going to live the rest of his life in Florida. And he has some energy, and he's smart and he's educated in that niche. In that niche. Just because someone's really smart in one niche doesn't make them smart in everything else. They could be dum-dums. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I'm happy for you, Clay G, that you got the EIDL. But you left the gig economy, the gig community. I say that every time. Alpha shelving is easier but expensive. Alpha shelving is easy. Well, I just put back the shelves that my father put in. Like I took them out. I cleaned every spoke. I know it was a pain, but I'm also doing it to save money, and they're in good shape. And I put them back exactly the way he put them in. I'm not changing anything. I'm just fixing some holes, bringing them back to life, giving them some love, and love that they never received, not like the way I'm doing it. I'm using the proper materials. So when I sell, that's going to be a very good selling point, but the closets don't need to be updated. People could walk in, people could move in. It's a small place. So those 4 closets are a huge selling point. Wow, closets are they're updated. They're freshly painted, they're clean, the shelves are in great condition. That's a good selling point in a small place. I don't have a lot of dresses or anything like that. I only have a couple of little drawers. That's it. And this big desk. It was windy like that yesterday. Oh, really? It must have came down here. Hurricane. I know, hurricane. It was freaky. It was just, I got excited, like open up the windows, and then my speakers flew off I mean, literally, I have a flat screen TV. It was the first one I ever got. I think it's like 32 inches, 30 something inches. And I hooked up 4 old computer speakers to it because it has the USB and the HDMI plugs. And I have like a mini surround sound in that corner, and I play Pandora off of it all the time. It's a great setup for a little place. You would think they were slamming stereo speakers, and they're just computer speakers. And then the speaker on the TV, it's very loud. When you put it loud, it's very loud. Doing merch by Amazon while watching you now. You're doing merch. I thought you had to have 10,000. Do you have 10,000 subscribers? Is that what you're doing? I have to look at that merch. I thought that was if you have 10,000 subscribers, maybe I should. Do you have a YouTube channel? I'm not even sure. None of that money is free money. Well, that $1,000 we received from the EIDL is a forgivable grant. You don't have to pay taxes on that. I believe that's the case. You don't have to pay taxes on that. Like the stimulus, like that $1,200 stimulus most individuals received if you earned $75,000 and under. Oh, I'm going to have to check you out. Debbie Olive. Oh, I'm going to have to check you out. So there was a tornado warning for Jefferson County yesterday. Got it. Well, it hit Long Island. It didn't really rain that hard. It was very windy. Very gray, windy, like the atmosphere was angry. But it didn't really rain that much, but it was windy. I mean, bizarre. I mean, branches broke off the trees, and not just here, up and down the road. Merch by Amazon is amazing. Silly T-shirts I received, nice. See, but merch by Amazon. I thought merch was something that people had underneath their videos if they have 10,000 plus subscribers. I was always underneath the impression that's what that was. Merch by Amazon. Got it. Thank you. So I did a lot of little things today, guys. That kind of summer. Aranka, if you're listening or if you're watching later on, I meant to tell you this the other day. You mentioned to invest in Ripple, XRP. This is cryptocurrency, guys. I've been studying it. And I joined Coinbase. That's the platform, I guess the broker that I use. I didn't invest any more money because I can't do that anymore. I did it, let it ride. I'm going to study. I split it among Stellar Lumens and Ripple XRP because I believe those are the 2 decentralized banks that all the crypto is going to go, through. I didn't invest in crypto, but I'm investing in the banks for the future, and I believe it. And everything's going mobile. I took all the store cards. I even cleaned my keys. God, they're so shiny. I mean, I really disinfected. I took all the store cards off my keychain, and I went through an old drawer and I cleaned and stuff. And I have all the store cards in an envelope. I'm not ready to chuck them. you know, like these kind of deals. This is Dwayne Reed. This is Stop and Shop. Not ShopRite. You know what I mean? Because I have everything stored on an app called StoCard, STOCARD, and it's free. And I open it up and I tap the store and they scan it with the scanner. If I didn't have my phone or if the phone was down, they ask you for your phone number. There's no need to walk around with all these cards in my wallet. I had the big cards as a backup and I had it on my keychain. Those days are over. And I also added 2 more cards to my Apple Wallet. I've really grown to like Apple Wallet, but you have to keep at least 1 or 2 cards on you with your license, just in case something goes wrong when you go to the food store. You can't just assume there's never a glitch in their system, or maybe your phone's not working, or maybe there's a lack of connection with the wallet and when you put the phone down and it goes ding when you pay. So doing that kind of stuff today. I went through a lot of drawers, threw out a lot of stuff. It's going to be a digital currency transactions real soon, and I'm already halfway there using it, so we might as well adjust. It hit Westchester this morning. Very windy and lots of trees down. Ontario does it all. You must have a lot of streams of income. Can you imagine how much dollars we would have if we would have invested in Bitcoin at the beginning? Oh yeah, there are people. I mean, the last time I looked, they were worth $12,000. It's just, I do invest in the stock market, and I'm really happy. I really like the decentralized banks. I think that's what you say, decentralized, right? Because the service has to be needed. There's got to be a middleman someplace, and I learned about mining and I understand it. But there'll be other cryptocurrencies that come into play that will probably be very good. This woman, Tracy, she always talks about Doggy Coin, and she does it through Robinhood, I believe. Doggy Coin, and people laughed about that, and it's still around. So you never know. Never know. Hello, 2 of a kind. I love my Apple Wallet. Oh, once I adjusted, it's like, oh, I was just thinking, I have a nice, pretty good condition older wallet, but it's in great condition. It's very small. I was like, I really just need my license, my registration, my insurance card, my health card, a debit card, and a credit card. I don't need anything else in my wallet. If it's always good to have a little cash on you still, because we are not a cashless society yet. But I could fit 20 or 30 bucks in that little thing. I don't need my big wallet anymore. My wallet's empty. I have the Home Depot card that neither app would take. There were a couple of store cards that I have that I couldn't get into the Apple Wallet nor the Stow card. So I'll figure it out, in due time. It's still very new, but I want to be at least, I know I'm not one of the first to use it, but I don't want to be one of the last to use it and to adjust. I don't want to be one of the last people to adjust to that new way of living. You know what I mean? 2 of a kind. Apple Wallet is through iPhone. Yes, I Google Pay is through other devices, I guess Android and stuff, or smartphones. But I'm an Apple person. My next desktop, Apple all the way. I don't like Microsoft products. I have a laptop in the kitchen that I use. I do use it lately. I've been using it a lot. But let's say, I should be good for another year or two. In a couple of years, when I upgrade everything, Apple all the way. I like Apple. I like Apple products a lot. I'm an Apple person, for sure. I saw something like 100 would be worth like 36 million today. Oh my goodness. That's crazy, right? Somebody got lucky. Someone's got to be the first. Someone's got to be lucky. Okay. So, so there you go, Aranka. I did that. Thank you very much. The other day I spoke about comments, and I forgot to mention one thing. There's a person who reached out to one of my beauty machines that I use, and I used the Google Translator to understand what the comment was, and I learned that it was in Italian. So I used the English to convert to Italian content, and then I posted a reply to that person in Italian. If you ever get in a different language and you're curious what they're saying, they're watching your video. I watch videos and certain niches like media.net, just to name one. It's mainly Indian and very few videos on it, Bing advertising. And I'm going to make a playlist of that because I uploaded a lot of videos about media.net and Bing. And I would, not that I understand what they're saying, but I will watch their videos. And that's how I learned how to familiarize myself with media.net. You don't really have to understand what someone's saying. If you can see what they're doing, you can at least understand what they're doing. Samsung, can you get that on Apple? I never heard of that. They have a wallet too? I guess all the companies are going to have wallets. I just get mad with Google Pay because it's linked to that Bill Gates. If I had a choice not to buy his products, I'm going to choose not to buy his products. I don't support that man. I think he's a freak. Cameras everywhere. I want to know every word you're saying, every thought you're thinking. Freak. I really do feel he's a freak. And I don't think he's as educated as people claim him to be. So he reads a lot of books. He has money, big deal. I wrote and I love it. Samsung wallet. Samsung. The Apple design took forever. The logo developer took a bite and it made sense. Bite as in computer lingo. Oh, okay, two of a kind. I didn't know that. I over DoorDash through Apple Wallet. I over DoorDash through Apple Wallet. You order DoorDash through Apple Wallet. Got it. Order. I have my Instacart card in my Apple Wallet. Really? What you use to pay for the customer's products, you have your Instacart card in your Apple Wallet. Thank you, Rideshare Lisa. I'm eventually going to do dumpling. I am. After the summer, I have to finish what I started. I listened to Dumpling. I listened to Dimples last night. She was live and I actually caught her. She moved to New Jersey. She's a little bit younger. She works full time and she works part time. She worked a tail off and she bought a home in New Jersey. So it was really nice to catch her live. She's a natural. She had a good following too. She did really good. She's very interesting. She's knowledgeable. She's in the gig community, and she knows how to work it. She's a hustler, that's for sure. I like her a lot. Educated young woman. She's very nice. Handy, Lisa. That's very smart, Lisa. Thank you very much for telling me that. Did my first dumpling order yesterday. Where do you live, Stephanie Stone? Yes, I do. I don't have to carry cards. Isn't it? But you do have it on you in case something goes wrong. I mean, anything could go wrong with the machines. Hey, Kashal. Hello. Central Missouri. Really? Wow, good luck. What I like about dumpling, you're working for you're working for yourself. You're running your own business. I think I would take it much more seriously. Be much more into it because it's my business, my reputation. my name. And if you want to build up a client base, say you want to build up and get like 5 solid customers that need you to shop twice a month, that's a nice gig. Very nice. So I'll get there. I am doing a lot and I'm doing a little bit each day. I'll get there. I have only one customer. Well, you got to start someplace. Well, another thing I like about it, as you're building up, say you do 3 a month for a few months to get the feel and get used to it. Nothing happens overnight. They charge a $5 flat fee to use the app, to use their platform. And I understand you need that platform to make sure that the customers are paying. There's a lot. You're paying for a service. But if you really want to go with it and work Monday through Friday and work your tail off, or Tuesday through Saturday and treat it like a full-time job, $40 a month. If you have 10 plus customers or 8 plus customers, it's a score. And guys, anything you spend to use that app, that's a write-off at tax time. Make sure you create a folder in your email and use it as a filing cabinet, and create a folder that says write-offs. There's no private information in there, but I put all my receipts in there. And then at tax time, if I need to print them out, I have them in a folder. I treat email folders like a file cabinet, and it's working. It helps me stay organized. If I need anything, it's at my fingertips. And if I need to print it out, no big deal. I can find it, open the email, and print. Or copy and paste and send it to someone if need be. That's a really good tip. People with their backups and their cards and the cloud, don't overdo it. Don't overthink it. It doesn't have to be that hard. Just don't. And if I ever had to pay for email, I would. It would just be a write-off. I could pay for a service, but right now I'm using Gmail. If I had to, I would use it. I would pay for an email service. It might come down to that in the future, especially with everything going digital. Just never know. So change 5% fee. I don't understand that. Oh yeah, I carry the backups because you never know. Of course, I have only one customer plus the $5. They also charge 5% fee. 5% fee to the customer or 5% fee to the worker, and then $5 from the worker. I didn't know that. So while I was listening to videos, I did a lot of little work today. I'm fixing up my place. This was tarnished. This was brown. And that's when I listened to Andre Jink and Graham Stephan. This is original from when they built the building, 1968. I found out it is 1968. And that's when I was born. This is when this building was built. Isn't that crazy? Look how beautiful that came out. I thought I'd do it one more time tomorrow and let it settle. Maybe I should rub some of that stuff on and let it sit overnight, and then give it a good buffing, and I bet you it would come out a little more clean. Came out great. That kind of stuff I'm doing. If I could save it and salvage it and bring it back to life, this thing is heavy. Like, I'm sure they're not as heavy in today's sales, unless, I guess, I wouldn't think it would have to be this heavy. This thing's solid. I did that kind of stuff while I listened to videos all day long, and cleaned up and went through things, adjusting. It all adds up, everyone. Took it from my pay. You took it from your pay. No shit. Let me pay. 5% of the groceries taken from your pay. I wonder why that is. I'm going to ask Dimples about that. You say they take a 5% fee from our pay. Dimples dumpling does dumpling take an additional you said 5%? 5% fee from what we charge the customer, our pay. Said it was a platform fee. She's been doing it for a few months. I'm curious. I'll catch her again. Thank you for telling me that. Is that for every order? I mean, they're charging, so why do they have to charge more? Can't it just be a flat fee? Jeez. Flat form fee. Yes, it's a $5 dumpling fee plus a 5% platform fee from each order for my $35 pay. Took $11 for my $35 pay. Really? I don't know what to say. Thank you for telling me that. That I can say. Thank you for telling me that. I wasn't aware of that. God, it makes it so hard to make a living. But they are offering a service for an opportunity to create a business of your own. Did you now? Okay, you took $11 from your $35 pay. Did you get tipped on that order? $96 worth of groceries. Oh, that's a regular order, right? That's regular. That seems like a lot for all your hard work. I was thinking about doing dumpling, but now maybe not so much. Wish someone would have told me. Well, it's a write-off. Just remember that. Keep track of your stuff. Because when you work for yourself, you take any write-off you can. You really learn about write-offs. The more write-offs, the better. I uploaded a video just a little while ago speaking about if you work apps that you earn a few $100s a year from 4 different apps, or $400 a year from 4 different apps. When it comes time to weekly certify for the unemployment, you don't have to say that you worked because you're not paying taxes on that money because you didn't hit $600 throughout the year. I'm not going to hit $600 from those apps. However, that's why I brought it up before. The Get Upside app that people laughed about, they sent me a notification that I earned like $450 so far. I wouldn't know where to find that right now. They sent me a notification that I wonder if you hit $600, are they going to send us a 1099 to Get Upside app? I wonder, because at this rate, I'll hit $600, but not from only me buying gas, from all my referrals, my direct referrals and indirect referrals buying gas. I wonder if they're going to send a 1099. Gotta live and learn. Gotta live it. So that's a really good question. Oh, 20% tip. That's great. That's really good. Good for you. But you wish someone had told you. But there's a learning curve to everything. Wow, you took $11. Yeah. Hmm. Someone on Instacart asked me about my mileage write-off. I did over 44,000 miles, and my deduction was over 20. Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I know you do a lot of drive. You do a lot more than me. And guys, she lives in upstate New York. There's a lot more land to cover. I will open up my stride. I probably will never hit this again, but last year I drove a lot. Let me see here. Okay. 2019. Oh, why try again later? What's the problem? I hit $12,000 as a write off for my miles. And I use Stride, and they take into consideration maintenance and gas. It's one or the other. And I hit $12,000. Wow. 25,000. That's a great write off. But guys, she does Instacart. She does the food delivery. You do rideshare too, right? And she lives in an area where there's a lot of land to drive. Upstate's very different compared to where I live in Nassau County. Everything's very close. If I didn't have a car for a month, I would just walk my town. I have access to everything. That everything's 5 minutes away, or maybe 10 minutes away by foot. And I mean it. I'm in a great location. That it wouldn't be so bad, you know. Wow, $25,000. That's an amazing write-off, Lisa. Make sure you write off every penny. That's crazy. That's a lot of driving. Do you use the Stride? Write-off. Ask me about Instacart. Do you use the Stride? Apple Pay is fake. Okay. I wish my town was like that. Oh, you might not like it if you were here. Before I leave, Lisa, do you use Stride? Because I know there's a few apps out there that, there's many choices to choose from. You use Shop or Share. I'll check it out. Never heard of that. Shopper? ER? Shopper. SHERPA. SARE. SARE. Zell. I use Zell. You can use Zell and pay at a food store. You can also take pictures of your receipts and they store them for you. No kidding. But if you're using Shopper Share, don't they like take like an average for maintenance and gas? Or when you do your taxes, you claim everything? I thought it was one or the other. And Stride, I read really deep into it several times, and they said, we take everything into consideration. The maintenance, the gas, it's that's what it is. So you have to learn QuickBooks. I haven't used QuickBooks. I learned so many other things. I don't know why I put that on the back burner. I have to learn QuickBooks. Can you use Zelle to pay for food? You claim one or the other. I'll check that out. I use Zelle. 369. But of course, your miles are so much better. Absolutely. I just claim my miles. That's the way it is. Guys, it's 50 minutes. Use Cash App too. I'm going to be hitting the road. Thank you for all the information. It was a great live. I shouldn't say I'm not going to go live because I've been home a lot, but I've been doing a lot of work and I'm learning a lot of valuable information. Check my community tab, guys. I uploaded 2 amazing videos to my other YouTube channel, and I'm learning you know, I want to earn a lot more with YouTube, so I'm making all the necessary changes, and then I'm going to pay for an advertisement on YouTube. Watching videos to learn about it, and I'm going to see where it leads me. Maybe it would be worth it just to spend a little money to get that other channel over 1,000 subs, and hopefully gain some faithful subscribers, because I do share information that most people don't share. Everyone has their own uniqueness, and I feel I have valuable information. I'm back and forth to the Buffalo every weekend. To Buffalo every weekend. Oh gosh. But you're much closer to Buffalo, right? How long does it take you to get to Buffalo? An hour? That's like me saying, Long Island. I go out east an hour. Oh, I have to have an itch attack, guys. My eye. I'm so happy I'm going to the doctor's tomorrow. I got makeup on. I can see how red it is. I really did try. I have an infection, that's for sure. Thank you very much for joining in. 2 hours. That's a hike. That's a long ride. Thank you for the likes. Make sure you give the likes. I'll add the end screen once it uploads. 164 miles. That's a lot. 2 hours is a long drive. An hour, it's just nice. Thank you for joining in. And thank you for all the great information. This was a good one. I'll see you next time. Thank you, guys. And I'll be around. I'll see you soon. Have a good one. If you got to work, I hope you earn a lot of money. It is, but it's worth it. Got it. Thank you, guys. I'll see ya. Bye, guys. Thank you, Rideshare Lisa. Check out Rideshare Lisa. See ya. Bye.